Dave, obviously got a great start, but can you maybe speak to winning the special teams battle and the commitment level, the buy-in you got from your penalty killers fronting pucks and eating some pucks out there?
Yeah, it was special teams with a difference in the game. Our PK did an excellent job. Schmitty made some huge saves for us, but the PK, they were doing whatever it took to keep it out of our net. Our PP got a couple of big goals, kind of hard scoring goals around the front of the net, which was good to see. And it was first period. I thought it was fast-paced period. Second period, the back half of the second period, we got sloppy, turned some pucks over and gave them some momentum. But I really liked the way we came out and played in the third. We played a real solid third, and were able to push the lead along and get another 2 points.
Jason Gregor, TSN 1260.
Dave, you mentioned that third period. According to Sport Logic, you guys only gave up one shot from the slot in the entire third period. Can you talk about just your team learning how to play with a lead? A tight game in the third period.
Well, we want to learn how to play whatever the score is, but ultimately, when you're in a tight game like that, you got to do a lot of things right, and that's what. The great thing about it is I hear our players talking about it on the bench. Like they're the ones that are driving it right now. They're talking about doing things right. They're talking about getting pucks deep, or when a team's got some momentum, you got to make plays under pressure, but instead of just flipping it around, you got to make good plays to take the momentum away from them. So our group's been pretty good. The third period, they came out with a real focus. We had to play well in the third if we were going to get a win. We had a big kill right at the start of the third, and I think that gave us some momentum the rest of the way.
Dave, you've been very honest about players and maybe what they weren't doing to come out of the lineup, and then you give them an opportunity when they come back in, and a lot have responded. Caleb Jones, 2 solid games in Vancouver. You had him on the penalty kill due to guys like Larson and Nurse taking penalties, and so he was out there. What did you think of his play on the PK tonight?
I thought he was very good. He was going to block a shot come hell or high water tonight. He was good, and we put him in some tough situations there. He responded very well. I think our young players have all played very well. Bouchard's come in, played well. Lagesson played well before he got hurt, so it's a good sign for our group. We've got strong depth on defense, which we're going to need, and those young guys come in and play well. It's a real good sign for our team.
Jim Matheson, Post Media.
Couple of things, Dave. Did you dress 7 defensemen just so, because Bear hadn't played for so long, and you just wanted to break them in as opposed to dress 6?
Yeah, I liked the way the 2 kids played, Jones and Bouchard last game. I didn't want to take either of them out, so we put Bear in, and he got some minutes on the penalty kill and got up and going, so it worked out all right for us.
Thank you.
Rob Tuchkowski, Post Media.
Hi, Dave. People both in Edmonton and maybe outside of Edmonton have been waiting a long time for the Oilers to be this kind of a team. Why is it happening now?
What kind of team? You want a team that can win? Are you talking about, or what kind of team?
That wins consistently, wins any way you want to play the game.
Well, we got a long way to go here yet. I like the strides that our team is taking, and Schmitty's come in and give us a little boost where our goaltending has been real solid. But we got, I look at what Ken did over the summer, adding some depth for us, and just especially this year where it's kind of, it's a unique year. That depth has come in real handy, and we got our top players are very motivated, and it's trickling down right through the whole group. So it's a good team effort. I like the attitude of our guys right now. Everybody's trying to do the right things to win, and on the next part of that is you do the right things to win consistently, and then you give yourself a better chance. And we're doing a lot of those things right now that we have to learn to continue to do them consistently if we're going to become a real contending team.
Looking at Jesse Puljujarvi, here's a guy who was maybe not even going to be here and not sure what to expect for him, and he's quickly growing into an impact player. Is this guy just found money for you guys?
Yeah, I love Jesse. He's always having fun. You love to see a guy when he scores. He looks like he's having so much fun. He's like a kid in a candy store out there. So he he's playing really well. He plays hard. Like he's on pucks. He's around it. He plays hard all the time, and he's come in and he's really give us a boost. Like he's a top six forward that can play in a lot of different situations, and I think there's still huge upside on him going forward. But he's been real good for us so far.
Terry Jones, Post Media. Sorry, no audio, Terry. Come back to you. Tony Brar, Oilers TV.
Hey, Dave, just one question for me. Earlier this year, Alex Chason, he had 1 point in his first 9 games. He was bouncing in and out of the lineup. Now he has 6 points in his last 6 games. How important is it for your club to get a guy like that going?
Well, he's a real good pro. You know, he was in and out of the lineup a little bit, and some of that was not so much due to how he was playing. We're just trying to figure out what we had and some other players and that. So he's a real good pro. He comes in and he gives you everything he's got every night. You know, he's got a hard job on that power play to go in there and stand in front and battle those guys. And you like to see those guys get rewarded. We had him and Pugliarvi both get rewarded for those battles in front. So Chaser's been a solid player for us. Like I say, he's got good leadership in the room. He's just a real good pro, and he shows it every night. And there was a couple nights he didn't get a chance to show it, and he wants to play every night, but there was a couple he didn't, and he's still a real good teammate. And when he's playing, he's played solid for us.
Gemma Carson-Smith, Canadian Press.
Hi, Coach. Just wondering if you can comment on the play of the goaltenders at both ends of the ice tonight.
Both goaltenders were very good. Schmitty, obviously I watch our guy a little closer, and Schmitty was excellent. He handled the puck well outside the net. He was just solid, really, just solid all over. I mean, they had a few flurries. They had some shots that were coming from outside, some deflections that he was real solid in the net all night. But both goaltenders played well, and we were fortunate to get the win.